pain, suffering, agony, if you will. Pokemon games have always been some of the most popular to release at any given time since the franchise's beginning, even though they've never really been the most technologically advanced. But for some reason, there are a few times they've been used to show off the technological power of Nintendo's consoles. These are Pokemon tech demos. Technical demos are rarely ever meant to be full-fledged video games. They're either really nice looking cinematics or playable proof of concepts meant to show what a company's console can do, shown during press events to get consumers excited. During Space World 2001, just before the Nintendo GameCube's release, a demo titled Meowths Party was shown off. It's not very long and is really just an in-engine cinematic showing Meowth performing on stage in front of a bunch of Pokemon. I suppose that this is meant to show that the GameCube could handle all these Pokemon on screen at the same time, as well as the audio quality, which I'm assuming was pretty good for the time. There's not a lot to say about it because it's literally just a 30-second long animation. For Alligator do be jamming out though. Supposedly this was eventually meant to be an actual game, but as you can tell by the empty space on your shelf, it never released. What would gameplay have been like? Who knows, but it does seem like the concept was instead used for part of Pokemon Channel, which I can barely call a game. It's a lot more like an audiovisual experience. Basically a very long tech demo. But one of the many bizarre happenings you can see in this game is Meowth's Party, fully realized as part of this game. I think these were really always the same thing all along, just that the final title and overall focus was changed before release. Look, someday I'll suffer through Pokemon Channel, but as for Meowth's Party, I think this is effectively its final fate, because there wasn't a whole lot of game to begin with. But when the Nintendo DS was being shown off as the next handheld console, it was time for the Pokemon franchise to help sell it. This was not a good start, but before the official release of Pokémon Dash, there was the Pikachu Nintendo DS tech demo. With the Nintendo DS touting a touchscreen and a stylus, Nintendo had to show off how responsive it was as well as what experiences it could offer. So the Pikachu tech demo is structured like a virtual pet game where you can do things with Pikachu, like stretch its face and ears, scratch off scratch cards, play some musical instruments, draw a picture, stuff like that. All of it using the DS touchscreen. There are a handful of activities, but it isn't really a full game. Though it does have the basis for one, this could have easily been expanded to a Nintendogs-like Pokemon experience. This Pikachu model did make it into Pokemon Dash, and on the title screen you can even use a stylus to pull Pikachu's face and ears, so this was at least used in some capacity. But of course that's the only thing you can do, all of the other little mini-games are not included. And really that's all of the tech demos for Pokemon. It's curious that they did both technically end up in other Pokemon games that were both developed by Umbrella, so they aren't really lost games, but being pieces of Pokemon media that were shown only a few places. The original versions don't exist online in high quality. The Pikachu one technically counts as a game as small as it is, and it was only playable by people at certain press events, so I guess it counts. There's so much more in Pokemon's history that's worth a good deep dive, but I always found these simple little tech demos so interesting that I just wanted to bring them up. Honestly, I would have taken a full Pikachu virtual pet game for the DS over Pokemon Dash. Maybe someday it will leak like a few other things from Nintendo's past. You can't hide forever, you stretchy-cheeked Pikachu. But anyway, hey, this is GatorX, and I want to thank you all for watching and supporting, especially channel members like Justin R. If you want to become a channel member as well, you can get your name shouted out here at the end screen and get some access to some cool special emotes in the comments and live streams. This one is one of my favorites. Anyway, you can follow me on Twitter as well, but this has been GatorX, and I'll catch you all later.
Only you can make Pikachu run. You can use the touchscreen to race against the clock and your friends. Pokemon Dash, only for Nintendo DS. Rated everyone.
Wake up! You're just fine!